did I really need to say, oh, a positive slope goes up and a negative slope goes down? Nah, right? This is more what I am here to help with, in my opinion. What my kids mess up the most is if something has zero slope. Do you agree rise over run is slope?
Yes.
Well, if it's got zero slope, what am I rising? None. What am I running? I could be running anything, right? Lily might be like, maybe I started here and I just run 1 or I run 2, whatever. You could be rising or you could be running, rising none, running anything. What's 0 divided by anything? 0. So that's why anything that's horizontal has a 0 slope. We have no rise, but we are running. Why does anything that's vertical have an undefined slope? Right? You can't divide by 0. Am I rising? I could rise anything I want. I might even say I'm rising 15 or I'm rising 1. But am I running? No. And so in your calculator, if you're like, man, I always forget. 0 divided by anything is 0. But if I try to take anything divided by 0, it's not going to work. Okay? So that's just kind of the reminder as to like where this 0 and this undefined came from. Me personally, I love Hoy and Vux. Does anyone else love Hoy and Vux? Have you ever heard of that? Okay. To me, this is the biggest help. Me as a student, I always forgot that a horizontal line had a 0 slope and a vertical line had an undefined slope. Every time I'd forget. So Hoy means if you have a horizontal line, what do you think the O is in Hoy? 0 slope. It has a 0 slope. H-O. And then what's the equation of any just horizontal line? It's just a y equals any singular number. Just like y equals 2, y equals 5, y equals -3. It's just y equals a number. Because you might be like, well, isn't it y equals mx plus b? I agree. These are y equals as well. But it's just y equals one singular number. Boom. It's a horizontal line. Does that sound good? So I love me some Hoy. Hoy, boom. Helps me remember what the heck a horizontal line looks like. And then what do we think Vux could stand for? A vertical line has a what slope? Undefined slope. Undefined slope. Vux. What do you think the X is going to be referring to? VUX. It's the equation of any vertical line is always going to be an X equals a number. VUX. So let's keep it up. When a graph crosses the x-axis, oh, you know what? I feel like okay, so we're gonna come back to this, but I'm gonna plant that seed for today. Okay. When a graph crosses the x-axis, those values are called, oh, does anyone remember? If I cross this x-axis, does anyone know what that's called? This would be called a, say again. It is an x-intercept. Another word for it. It is a 0. How'd you remember that?
I looked one line lower on the sheet.
Oh, yeah. Because the y value is always 0. Hayden, good. So I said graph each function, state how many zeros it has. If it doesn't have any zeros, say none. So let's go graph this. You guys, what's f of x fancy for? Yeah. So me as a student, I would always go like this. Oh, f of x. And I would just replace it with a y. F of x was too fancy for me. And it confused me. So I just said y equals 5x plus 4. And then I were to go graph it. What's my y-intercept? Up 4. How am I going to graph a slope of 5 if I don't have room up there? Thank you. Perfect explanation. Down 5, left 1 is the same as going up 5, right 1. Thanks, Lil. Boom. How many zeros? Don't we have 1 0? Because it crossed that x-axis once? Cool. How about this next one? What's f of x fancy for? Y. So this is just a y equals a number equation. Hoy or Vux. Hoy, y equals a number is a Hoy. So it's going to be a horizontal line. Where the heck will that horizontal line be? -2. So you guys, I'm going to go to that y-axis. I'm going to go down 2, and I'm going to draw a horizontal line through it. Word. And maybe you just remind yourself a little Hoy there. How many zeros? None. Zero zeros? Do you think zeros would be zeroes or s? How about this last one? X equals -2. Vux. All of a sudden it's just an x equals. And if I've got x equals -2, I got to go vux. And that's going to be a vertical line. Where's this vertical line going to go? I don't know why I chose -2 twice, but it's going to be a vertical line through -2. How many zeros? 1 0.